Dear TET Candidates, welcome to my Grammar for Success channel. I am Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I am going to explain the grammar questions given in the 2018 TET question paper. All of you know pretty well that solving and practicing the previous year's question papers will not only help you get acquainted with the question paper pattern and the posing of questions, but also help you gain more confidence in the subject. And therefore, I request all of you to watch this video till the end without skipping it in the middle. And I also request all of you to consider subscribing to my channel and also sharing this video with your near and dear ones. Thank you so much. And now let's get into the video. 61st question. You know pretty well that the grammar questions will begin from 61st question onwards in your question paper. So what is the 61st question? I don't want to go to a restaurant. Dash, we cannot or we can't afford it. So this is the statement, and here one blank is given and we have to fill in the blank with a suitable word. So what is the examiner asking you to do? Okay, what is the examiner asking you to do? Choose the correct linker that can complete the meaning of the sentence above. That means you must fill that blank with a correct linker, okay, and then you have to complete the meaning of the sentence above. Okay, now let us see the options given here under. What are the options given? Later, besides, hence, in spite of. Okay, and now he is asking you to fill in the blank with a correct linker. Okay, and of these four options, this is not a linker, but it's a phrasal preposition. Okay, it's a phrasal preposition. Okay, it's a phrasal preposition, so it's not a linker, so it is dropped. Now only three words are left, and here later is there. This doesn't fit in this blank. See, I don't want to go to a restaurant. Later we can't afford it. Afford it means what? Pay for it. Okay, that is the meaning of that. We can't afford it means we can't pay for it. That's why we are not able to go to a restaurant. That's the meaning. So here later means afterwards. That doesn't fit in this blank. Hence means, hence also doesn't fit in this blank. Hence means therefore. Therefore we can't afford it. It is also not fitting in that blank. So these two are dropped and this is already dropped, and only the what remains is besides. Okay, besides means what? In addition to. In addition to. So this besides means in addition to. The fact that we cannot go to a restaurant, in addition to this, we cannot pay for the bill. Okay, in addition to it. So this besides must be used in this blank. So I don't want to go to a restaurant. Besides, we can't afford it. That is the meaning. So that's why the second one is going to be your answer, right? And now you go to the next question. Mohan wants to lie down for an hour. Okay, lie down. Okay, this is given in the blue color. And what is the examiner asking you to do? The meaning of the phrasal verb lie down. This lie down is a phrasal verb. You must remember one important thing. There are two kinds of verbs, ordinary verbs and phrasal verbs. What are the verbs? Let me give you some example. Look is there. It's only a verb. And pull is there. It's only a verb. Okay, dear students, look at the board, blackboard. Look into the book. Okay, look into the book. Okay, here look is there. Look is an ordinary verb. When you add some adverb particle, for example, look after is there. Look after means to take care of. This is a phrasal verb. Look after. Who is looking after you? Who is looking after your parents? Like that. Look after. And here one more word is there. Look down upon. Look down upon means to despise, to behave insultingly with others. So don't look down upon your poor friends. Okay, look down upon. And look up is also there. This is also at another phrasal verb. Look up means what? Look up. This is generally used to search for a word in the dictionary. So will you please look up this word in the dictionary? Look up. So in this way, look after, look down upon, look up. These are all phrasal verbs. This is only an ordinary verb. This pull is also there. It's an ordinary verb. But if you say pull down, pull down means demolish. What are they doing? They are pulling down the old building. Pulling down. Pulling down means demolishing. Okay. And pull up is also there. This is another phrasal verb. See, pull up down. Pull down is a phrasal verb. Pull up is also a phrasal verb. And pull is what? An ordinary verb. So pull up means what? To reprimand. To reprimand means to take somebody to task. The principal is pulling up the latecomers. Is pulling up the latecomers means he is reprimanding the latecomers. That is the meaning of that. So here now what I'm trying to tell you is that there are two kinds of verbs, ordinary verbs and phrasal verbs. So here lie down is a phrasal verb, okay? And what is the meaning of this lie down, this phrasal verb? So here let us see the options given. What is the remove? No, it is not the right one. Observe keenly? No. Turn into? You just put this meaning in this and try. Then you understand. If Mohan wants to remove for an hour, so will it be okay there? No. Mohan wants to observe keenly for an hour? No. Mohan wants to turn into for an hour? No. So these three words, are not fitting in this here in the place of this lie down. Only take rest is fitting in this. Lie down means what? Take rest. Sit in a relaxing position and take rest. That is called lie down. Okay. So here the meaning of the phrasal verb lie down is take rest. So second one is going to be your answer. This is how you have to answer these questions. I am not simply giving you the answers and asking you to skip other things. Not like that. Why these are wrong and why this is right. I am trying to tell you that clearly. So that's please try to understand me. Please follow me carefully. Now let's move on to the next questions. And the 63rd question is there. Could you lend me your book? This is the question given here. And what is the examiner asking you to do? In the sentence above, could is used. Okay. Could is used how? Let us see the options and decide then. As the past participle? No. To express politeness? Yes. As the past tense of can? No. To express obligation? No. See here, could. What is could? Could is the past tense of can. Okay, undoubtedly that is right. Okay, and here the past tense of can is could. Okay, but could you lend me your book means what? Yes, it is. What is could doing here? It is just expressing politeness. When you want to be more polite with others, you must make use of this could in the questions. Could you help me in the examination? Instead of asking your friend, can you help me? Can you help me is less polite, and could you help me is more polite, because could indicates more politeness. It expresses more politeness. Therefore, could you lend me your book? So in this way, in this sentence, in this question, could is being used to express politeness, not obligation. It is not used as the past participle. Okay, right. And this second one is going to be your answer. And now let's go to the next question. Choose the sentence that does not have a noun clause. Noun clause. Noun clause means, first of all, you have to understand what a noun clause is. Noun clauses always begin with who, what, which. Okay, these are all the relative pronouns. Okay, who, what, which. Okay, why, how, where. Okay, these are all relative adverbs. So with these things, these noun clauses are formed. Okay, noun clauses are formed with these, etc. Whoever, whatsoever. So let me give you an example. I try to make you understand this noun clause. I don't know. Here you see that. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. This is a noun clause. I don't know this sentence. Who he is. What your name is. I don't know what your name is. I don't know how she has solved it. So it's a noun clause. I don't know when he returns home. See, I can give so many examples like this. See here, the sentence beginning with who, what, how, when. There are so many examples with all these things. So these are all noun clauses. Okay, these are all noun clauses. And here the question is, choose the sentence that does not have a noun clause. That means the sentence in which there is no noun clause. That means a plain sentence, right? Let us see the options given, right? What you eat is not good for what? Okay, what? This is a noun clause. In this, there is a noun clause. What you eat is a noun clause. He said that he was. This is a noun clause. Noun clause. Okay. Okay. Hari said that he had finished. It's a noun clause. Noun clauses begin with who, there, who, what, which, why, how, when, where, that, okay, that, okay, whether. There are so many things, so we have to understand all of. So the sentences beginning with them are called noun clauses, and before that one sentence must be there. Okay, here see, what you eat, this part is not good for you, right? This is a noun clause. Hari said that he was, that is always a noun, that always forms a noun clause. That he was busy, this is noun clause. Hari said that he had finished his, this is a noun clause. Noun clause, noun clause, noun clause. And in this third one only, there is no any noun clause, right? Hari was very happy. Know that, no, any one of these relative pronouns are there in this third sentence. And here, Hari was very happy. This is okay. This is our answer. This is the sentence in which there is no noun clause. Your answer is going to be the third one. Right. Now let's move on to the next questions. 65th question. Choose the relative pronoun among the following. Okay. Relative pronouns. What are the relative pronouns? Yes. Who, whom, okay. Whom, whose, what, which. So these are all relative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, what, which, and that. These are all relative pronouns. Okay, these are all relative pronouns. And now let us check up from the given options the relative pronoun. Okay, here that is there. It, this, what. So that is a relative pronoun, right? It is not the relative pronoun. This is not the relative pronoun. What is also a relative pronoun, but it is a mixture of, that means what? That which. It is the combination of these two relative pronouns. That which, that which, that which. The what is nothing but the combination of these two. That plus which is equal to what. So here in this what you find that. So that's why you had better go with this answer choice. Okay, that is the relative pronoun, because in this also that is there. That's why don't go for this and go for only this, and the first one is also is going to be your answer, right? And now let's go to the next question. Oh, shut up. So, oh, shut up. This is what? An imperative sentence. Imperative sentence means what? You should understand the concept of the imperative sentences. What are the imperative sentences? The sentences that contain orders, commands, requests, warnings, suggestions, pieces of advice are called imperative sentences. And these imperative sentences, okay, imperative sentences begin with four important things. A base form verb, right? They begin with let, they begin with don't, they begin with please, okay? And here, oh, shut up, it's beginning with a base form verb. What is the examiner asking you to do? Choose the correct question tag to this sentence. Okay, so what should be the correct question tag? See, there is a rule, for all imperative sentences you must use will you or won't you as the question tag. Okay, shut up, you can say will you can say, or won't you also you can say. Any one of them you can say. So now let us see the options given here. Okay, will you, this is there, right? Should you? No. Won't we? No. Actually, if there is no won't you, then you should have ticked this one. Okay, because two right things cannot be given in the options. So that's why won't we is given. Won't we is wrong, and are you is wrong. So these three are wrong. Only the first one is the right one. Your option answer choice is only the first one. And now let's move on to the next questions. 67th one. Choose the sentence with a non-finite clause. Okay, non-finite clause. We have two kinds of clauses. Finite clauses. Okay, finite clauses, right? And non-finite clauses. Non-finite clauses. See, finite clauses are those sentences in which there is a verb, and this verb shows the tense of the sentence. It shows the tense. In the finite clauses, you can find the verb. Okay, they contain a verb, and this verb shows the tense, whether it is the present tense or past tense or future tense. This verb shows the tense. Here, these non-finite clauses are there. In these clauses also you find a verb, but that verb does not show any tense. Doesn't show what? The tense. This is very important. It doesn't show any tense. This verb doesn't show. There is a verb in the non-finite clauses. You can find a verb, but that verb does not show any tense, whether it is the present tense or past tense or future tense. It doesn't show. Only in the finite clauses the verb shows the tense. This is the difference between these two clauses, finite clauses and non-finite clauses. And here he is asking you to find out the non-finite clauses. Right. Now let us see the options given here. Born in London, he became the citizen of the United Kingdom. Okay, let me clear this and let me explain the sentences. Okay, keep that point in your mind. Born in London, okay, he became the citizen of the United Kingdom. He was born in London, became the citizen of the United Kingdom. He was born in London, so he became the citizen. He became the citizen of the United Kingdom because he was born. See, if you observe these three sentences, you can find all finite clauses. So he was born. This is in the past tense. Finite clause. FC means finite clause. He became the citizen. Finite clause. Two finite clauses. He was born in London, finite clause. He became the citizen. This is again a finite clause. And he became the citizen of the. This is a finite clause. He was born. This is a finite clause. But if you look at the first one, you don't find the finite clause. This is the finite clause. But here, born in London. You look at this. You observe this. This is a born is a verb, but it is not telling you the tense. Okay. Is it the present tense or past tense or future tense? No, it is not showing the tense. And that's why this part is called a non-finite clause. Because of this, the total sentence is called a sentence with a non-finite clause. In all these three other options, you find only finite clauses. So in the finite clauses, the verb is there. It shows the tense, but in the non-finite clauses there is a verb, but it doesn't show any tense. This is the difference between the finite clauses and the non-finite clauses. Please keep this point in your mind. It might be very useful for your other examinations also. Right, and now let's move on to the next question. 68th one is that choose the correct yes/no question. That is only the question, and let us see that here options are given here. Before we choose the answer, let me talk to you something about the yes/no questions. Okay, yes/no questions are the questions that begin with helping verbs. Okay, that begin with helping verbs. Okay, all the questions that begin with helping verbs are called yes/no questions. What are the helping verbs? Am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must. These are all helping verbs. Any question that begins with any one of them is what? An ordinary question or a verbal question or an yes/no question. This yes/no question has got other two names. The first one is verbal questions. Okay. Verbal, all these yes/no questions are called verbal questions. All these yes/no questions are called ordinary questions. Okay, ordinary questions, right? Verbal questions, ordinary questions, yes/no questions. Yes/no questions, this name is given to these questions because the answer to these questions will be either yes or no. Is he a doctor? The question is beginning with is. Is he a doctor? Okay, is he a doctor? It's an yes/no question. The answer to this is either yes or no. That's all. Is he a doctor? Are you juniors? Yes or no. The answer will be either yes or no. That's why all the questions beginning with helping verbs are called by three names. One is verbal questions, ordinary questions, yes/no questions. Now let us check up the options and let us decide which is the correct yes/no question. Do you know where she is live? No. This is do you know is okay. It is beginning with the do. It's a helping verb. Okay. But here the second part of the sentence is quite ungrammatical. So that's why this is wrong. You know where? No, this is not beginning with a helping verb. That's why this is wrong. Do you know? This is beginning again with a helping verb. But in the second part of the sentence, this is where does she live? So this is ungrammatical and this is wrong. And this fourth one, you look at this fourth example. Do you know where she lives? This is the right one. The second part is right, the first part is right. So this is the right one. Your answer is going to be fourth one. But when you use this one, automatically this should be in the right sentence order. Therefore, you say, do you know where she lives? Where does she live is not the right. This question form should not be there when you say this one. That's why this part is wrong and this sentence is wrong, and here this is right, because after do you know, after this question there must be the right sentence. Okay, do you know where she lives? Okay, this is the 68th question. Now let's move on to the next question. My house stands dash all other houses in the street as it is big in size. So this is the question, and now what is the examiner asking you to do? Choose the correct compound prepositional phrase. He is asking you to fill in the blank with a compound prepositional phrase. And what are the options given here? These are all compound prepositional phrases. In spite of, apart from, in case of, due to. Okay, in spite of means despite. My house stands in spite of all the other houses. No, it's meaningless. And here this in case of is there. In case of means it also doesn't fit in this blank. My house stands in case of all. No, in case of means if. In case of going fast, you can catch the bus. In case of running fast, you can catch the train, something like that. In case of if you, and due to is there, it means as a result of. He failed due to carelessness. See here, this due to is also not fitting in this blank. So that's why in spite of, in case of, due to are not fitting this blank. And let us try this. Apart from is there. My house stands apart from all other houses in the street as it is big in size. Apart from is excluded. My house stands excluded from all other houses in the street. My house is excluded from all other houses in the street. That means because this is a very big house, it is separated, excluded from all other houses. All other houses are smaller in size. That's why it is. So here apart from will fit in this blank. Okay, so your answer is going to be number 2. Right. 70th one. If I dash ask to stay at home, I wouldn't accept it. I would not accept it. That is the statement. Okay, that's the question. And here what is the examiner asking you to do? Choose the correct verb to fill in the blank. You have to choose in this blank a correct verb. Okay, right. What are the options given? Was, been, am, were, have been. Was, been can never be there. It's ungrammatical. Okay, now this is totally dropped, and now let us try. If I am asked to stay at home, you cannot say I am asked, because the second part of the sentence is in the past tense, right? And here have been is there. It is also in the present tense. Okay, so because when one part of the sentence is in the past tense, the other part of the sentence must also be in the relevant past tense. That is the rule. So the complete sentence must be in the past tense. One is present tense, one is past tense. That doesn't look nice. That's why you have to. So here am is dropped and have been is dropped. And moreover, this is a conditional clause. If I dash ask to stay home, that means it's a conditional statement. So in the conditional statement, always we have to use were, the be form. So you have to use only were. This is a subjunctive mood. If I were asked to stay at home, of course I am not going to be asked to stay at home, but if at all, if I were asked to stay at home, if at all I were asked to stay at home, I would not accept it. So this is an impossible conditional sentence. See, if possible, please try to watch the video that I have made on conditional sentences. It's very, very important. Okay, I have made so many videos on various grammatical aspects that are meant for competitive examinations, but most of you are ignoring them. Okay, just before the examination you are trying to watch them and gain some knowledge out of them. So that is not the right thing. Please keep watching all of them, and you please gather as much information as you can, because that will be of great help for your competitive examinations. You can get through your DS examination, TET examination, and so on. And right here, if I were asked to stay at home, this should be there. Am is not correct, have been is also not correct. Right. And now let's go to the next one. I was not trained enough for the game. So here this is the statement. Okay, this is the question. Let me say it's a question. And what is the examiner asking you to do means enough in the sentence above is. What is this enough in this sentence? What is enough means? So here he has given you 4 options. An adverb. Is it an adverb? Is it an adjective? Is it a conjunction? Is it a participle? So here let me talk to you about this enough so that you can have a good command of the use of it. See, enough functions in 2 ways. It is an adjective. Okay, it is also an adverb. Okay, it's both an adjective and an adverb. Okay, adjective, as an adjective it is used with a noun. Okay, enough sugar, enough sugar. There is enough sugar in the box. I have enough time. Enough time. There is no enough time for you TET candidates for the preparation of the TET examination. Only 20 days of time is left for you, right? Enough time, enough time. So these are all nouns. So when this enough is used with a noun, it is called an adjective. But when it is an adverb, it is used with an adjective, but after the adjective. Like this, trained enough. Not enough trained, but trained enough. This side it is used. It's a special usage, whether it's an adjective or past participle. So it must be used after that, but not before that. So if it is an adjective, it is used before the noun, before. But if it is an adverb, it is used after the adjective, after the past participle adjective. So that's why here enough is what? An adverb, not an adjective, not a conjunction, not a participle. So this is going to be our answer. Number 1 is going to be our answer, right? And now let's move on to the next slide. 72. She had hardly finished the meal, she started feeling hungry again. So what to be used in this blank? What is the examiner asking you to do? Choose the word to complete the meaning of the sentence. So here he is giving you some options. You have to choose the most relevant word to fill in this blank so that it can make a meaningful sentence, right? And here, before I give you the options, let me talk to you about this sentence. She had hardly finished. Here you are, if you observe this sentence, you find this hardly. Okay, hardly is there. Hardly means scarcely. Scarcely means almost not. Almost not. That is the meaning. Hardly means scarcely. Hardly and scarcely both mean almost not. She had hardly finished means she had almost not finished the meal. That is the meaning. Hardly means almost not. And here 2 important things you have to remember about this hardly. What is that? It is often used with past perfect tense. Remember, past perfect tense. In the sentence where there is hardly or scarcely, there must be a sentence in the past perfect tense. And the next thing is, it is always followed. This hardly is always followed by. It is always followed by the conjunction when. Please keep these 2 points in your mind. In the use of hardly or scarcely, you keep these 2 points in your mind. And now I'll give you the options. You can easily choose the right option. Right. So hardly finished. Hardly is there. It is followed by what? Than is not used there. Then is not used. While is not. These are all conjunctions. Okay. But here when is there. It is always followed by this when. So here when is the right one. So than means what? Than is what? Than is a conjunction. Than is also a preposition. Than is a conjunction. How? I can give some example. So they are spending more than they earn. So than, it is here, than they earn. It is a conjunction here. Than is a conjunction. Than is a preposition. It's a preposition when Ravi is taller than Hari. So here this than is a preposition. Than is a conjunction. Then means what? It is an adverb. Okay. When it means at that time. At that time. And then means what? It's an adjective. And it is used with a noun. See here at that time. So then I was not in the class. Then I was not at that place. Then that means at that time. At that time. So here then is also an adjective. Then it is used with a noun. The then Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru. The then President of the USA. The then President. The then means what? It's an adjective. So while means what? It's a conjunction. Don't make a noise while I am teaching. While. Okay. In this way, these 3 are wrong. Only the third one is the right one. Now you go to the next question. Right. Choose the sentence that does not have an adverbial clause. This is an important aspect. What is that? So choose the sentence that does not have an adverbial clause. First of all, you try to learn what an adverbial clause is. See, adverbial clauses are formed with subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions. Adverbial clauses are formed with subordinating conjunctions. What are the subordinating conjunctions? Okay, before, after, when, as soon as, okay, that, okay, yes, lest, if, unless, in case, though, although, even if, okay, yes, there are so many conjunctions are there. Okay, so these are all subordinating conjunctions. So with these subordinating conjunctions, the adverbial clauses are formed. So now you have to choose that sentence in which there is no adverbial clause. That means in all other, out of the 4 options, in the 3 options you can find adverbial clauses. Only in the 1 clause you don't find the adverbial clause. That is there. So here, as the roads, as is a subordinating conjunction, so the sentence formed with this called an adverbial clause. So it is not correct. He preferred less luggage. As the roads, as is again a subordinating conjunction. So this is an adverbial clause. And here, go to the 4th one. Since I wanted to take rest. Since is also what? A subordinating conjunction. So this is an adverbial clause. Okay. And here in the first one, second one, 4th one, you find the adverbial clauses. Only in the 3rd one you don't find any adverbial clause. I have known that boy since 2005. So in this 3rd sentence, you don't find any subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction is not there, means there is no adverbial clause. Okay, it's a plain sentence, simple sentence. So your answer is going to be the 3rd one, right? And now let's move on to the next question. 74th one. Choose the noun phrase with the correct order of adjectives. Okay, noun phrase. Choose the noun phrase with the correct order of adjectives. So what are the options given here? A house stone built big. Okay, this is not the right one. A big stone built house. Okay, a big house stone built. No. A stone built house big. No. A big stone built house. Okay, this is the right one. So here, to make you understand the logic behind this is, let me tell you something about the kinds of adjectives. Okay, they are of 2 types. Okay, cumulative adjectives and coordinate adjectives. Cumulative adjectives, coordinate adjectives. These are the 2 kinds of adjectives. Okay, from one angle. Okay, and here you know very well about these adjectives. Adjectives are used to describe only the nouns. Adjectives describe the nouns. Okay, see here, cumulative adjectives. What are the cumulative adjectives? The adjectives that qualify the nouns, okay, are of not equal rank. Are of not equal rank. Adjectives qualifying a noun are not of equal rank, then they are called cumulative adjectives, and these adjectives must be written in a specific order. These cumulative adjectives must be written in a specific order and should not be separated by, okay, not separated by, let me say, not be separated by commas. These are the 2 features of the cumulative adjective. They must be, these cumulative adjectives must be written in a specific order, first point, and they should not be separated by commas. For example, let me give you one example. She has dark, round, large, beautiful eyes. So this is the sentence. She has dark, round, large, beautiful eyes. So all these words, dark eyes, round eyes, large eyes, beautiful eyes, all these words are describing these nouns, right? And they are not of equal rank. So it is indicating the color, it is indicating the shape, it is indicating the size, it is indicating the quality. So when that is the case, these are not of equal rank, then these must be arranged in a specific order. So this is not the right order. It's a wrong sentence. What is the right sentence? Here you see, she has, what must be the first one? beautiful, okay, large. Next, okay, it's a qualifying adjective must be used at the beginning. Then the size indicating adjective. Next, okay, no commas, sorry. Beautiful, large, round, okay, dark eyes. So beautiful, large, round, dark eyes. This must be your answer. Don't say dark, round, large, beautiful eyes, but beautiful, large, round, dark eyes. Because these are all not of equal rank, and therefore they must be written in a specific order, and they must not be separated by commas. No commas are used anywhere. Beautiful, large, round, dark eyes. So, but here coordinate adjectives are there. These adjectives will also qualify the noun, but the nouns, what are the coordinate adjectives? Adjectives that qualify the noun are of equal rank, equal rank. These are called coordinate adjectives, and they must be always be separated by commas. Okay, need not be written in a specific order. You can write in any way you like. For example, here I will give you one example. Please try to understand this. Pug is, what is that? Pug is a small, sturdy and compact dog. See here, small dog, sturdy dog, compact, very small dog, okay, compact. So small, sturdy and compact dog. So we are, all these small, sturdy, compact are describing this a dog, qualifying this dog, that is a noun, but they are of equal rank. Therefore, you can write them in any way. You can say Pug is a sturdy, small, compact dog. Pug is a compact, sturdy, small dog. In any way you can write. And here, one thing is that if there are more than two, you must make use of commas. Small, comma, sturdy. Before the last one, you must use and. Before and, you need not use any comma. So that's why Pug is a small, sturdy, and a compact dog. So these are the coordinate adjectives, and these are the cumulative adjectives. And therefore, here see, big size is there. And stone built, what is this? Material is there. Okay, material. First, size indicating adjective, then material indicating adjective. Because I have prepared a mnemonic for them. Mnemonic means osas comp. Osas comp means opinion indicating adjective, then size indicating, age indicating, then shape indicating, okay, color indicating, origin indicating, material indicating, purpose indicating. So the adjectives must be written in this order. These cumulative adjectives must be written in this order, not as you please. Right. So you have learned so many things, I think, about these adjectives. So here the second one is only the right one. A big stone built house is the right one. Right. Now let's go to the next question. My brother has gone to Chennai. When dash to Chennai, what should be used in this blank? Okay, and here you see, when he has gone, no. When has he gone, no. When did he go, yes. When had he gone, no. So this one should be, third one should be used in this blank. See here, my brother has gone to Chennai. So in this sentence, the action in the sentence must have taken place some time ago. But see here, this present perfect tense is used for that. My brother has gone to Chennai. So when this present perfect can be used, okay, present perfect can be used to indicate all the past actions whenever you don't want to mention the specific past time. For example, Chandrababu Naidu has met Amit Shah. When? 2 days ago, 3 days ago. You are not mentioning the past time. Without mentioning the past time, you can indicate the past actions even in the present perfect tense. That facility is provided by the grammarians to the speakers of English. Therefore, my brother has gone to Chennai. When? Yesterday, a week ago, a month ago. When? That's not mentioned here. So, but the question should be in the past tense only. When did he go to Chennai? This is the right answer. Now, let's move on to the next slide. 76th one. I like singing. I like singing. What's the question being asked? In the above sentence, singing is what? In this sentence, what is this singing? So, what are the options given here? A present participle, a gerund, a past participle, a modal verb. Okay, here it's not a modal verb. Outright it is gone. It is left out. Outright it is left out. Okay, modal verbs are shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might. The modal verbs. Okay, and here past participle. Okay, it's not the past participle at all. It's a present participle or a gerund. Remember, when this ing form verb is used after this verb. Okay, I like. Okay, I like what? I like what? Singing. When you question the main verb with what, you get the answer singing. This singing is therefore called an object. This object is always a noun, you know very well. And this noun is in the form of an ing form verb. So whenever a noun is in the form of an ing form verb, whenever a noun is in the form of an ing form verb, that verb is called a gerund. That means gerund means a verbal noun. It's a verb, but it is acting as a noun. So it's a verbal noun. So here it's not simply present participle. I am singing is there, for example. I am singing a song. So here it is a present participle. But here it is coming after the main verb in the place of an object, in the just like a noun. And that's why this is therefore called a gerund. This is therefore called a present participle verb. Right. And now let's move on to the next question. 77th one. When an action takes place before a point of time in the past, the action is expressed in. Whenever some action takes place before some past time, that action must be expressed in the present perfect, no. The past perfect, yes. The simple past simple, no. The past continuous, no. See here, this present past perfect is only used to indicate the action. The past action happened just before some past time. For example, I had done my homework by 7 o'clock yesterday. Yesterday 7 o'clock. Yesterday is the past time and 7 o'clock is there. Before that only this action was completed. In the past, before some point of time, if some action happened and was over, to indicate that action, you have to use only past perfect and nothing else. So your answer is the second one, past perfect. And now let's move on to the next question. 78th one is there. Sindhu said to Ganesh, are you fine? Are you fine? So this is in the direct speech. Are you fine is in the direct speech. It's an ordinary question or a no question. Okay, what is the examiner asking you to do? The conjunction that can be used to change this sentence into indirect speech. When you change this ordinary question into indirect speech, what conjunction must be used? What connecting word must be used? What connecting word must be used? So whether must be used, not that, not. See, when in the direct speech, this statement is called direct speech. Any sentence that is kept in the inverted commas is called the direct speech. Whenever there is an ordinary question in the direct speech, when you change such questions into indirect speech, you must use if or whether. If or whether. Any one of them you can. Okay. And now let's move on to the next one. Ramu is an honest person. He believes in dash honesty. So here one blank is given. What is to be used in this? What is the examiner asking you to do? Right. Choose the article that fits the context. So he is asking you to fill in the blank with a suitable article. What are the options given here? A, no, and A honesty, no, an honesty, no, the honesty, no. No article is needed in this. See here, the logic behind this is, see, no article is used before the uncountable nouns. Remember, no article should be used before the uncountable nouns. We have two kinds of nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns. Okay, we can use a or an or the before the countable nouns, but we don't use any article before the uncountable nouns. This is uncountable, abstract noun. So, but that's why you don't use any article. That's why this fourth one is the right one. And let me give you one more important thing. When this abstract noun or this uncountable noun is used in the general sense, you don't use any article here. Okay. But whenever you particularize that, then you can use. How? The honesty of Sheila Here you are particularizing that honesty. The honesty of Mohan. Here, the honesty of Mohan. You are talking about the honesty of Mohan. So you are not talking about honesty in general, but you are in particular you are talking about this honesty, the particular honesty of Mohan. The honesty of Mohan is praiseworthy. Everybody likes the honesty of Sheila. So here, in that context, you can use, but when it is used in a general sense, you should not use any article. So here, it is used here in a general sense. This honesty is not about, not of anybody. Okay. Yes, he believes in dash honesty means he believes in honesty. That's enough. No article is needed here. Right. And now let's move on to the next question. Choose the conjunction that can be used to write a compound sentence. Okay. What is the conjunction to be used to write a compound sentence? Compound sentence means what? So compound sentence means, so let me tell you about the conjunctions. Okay, right. Conjunctions means connecting words or linkers. Conjunction is a traditional grammar name. Linkers, connectors, they are modern names. Okay, whatever it is, conjunctions are of two types. Okay, coordinating conjunctions, coordinating, okay, conjunctions, right. And the next, subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions. All of you know pretty well about all these things. Subordinating conjunctions. Okay, what are the coordinating conjunctions? And as well as, okay, as well as both and, okay, not only but also, not only but also. Okay, and the next, but, at, still, right, or else, otherwise. These are all coordinating conjunctions. Okay, for, so these are all coordinating conjunctions. Whenever you join two statements with any one of them, they are then called compound sentences. Okay, and here subordinated conjunctions are there. Okay, let me write, since, okay, before, after, as, when, though, because. These are all the conjunctions. These conjunctions are called subordinating conjunctions. Okay, and the sentences joined by these conjunctions are called complex sentences. The sentences joined by the coordinating conjunctions are called compound sentences. The sentence joined by these subordinating conjunctions are called complex sentences. See, a brief idea about the compound sentences and complex sentences is given here. Okay, right. And here, choose the conjunction that can be used to write a compound sentence. So he is asking you to mention the conjunction that forms a compound sentence. What is the conjunction that forms a compound sentence? Means only the coordinating conjunctions. So let us see that here. Options: not only but also. Yes, not only but also is a coordinating conjunction. As if is a subordinating conjunction. Scarcely when, subordinating conjunction. As long as, subordinating conjunction. These three are subordinating conjunctions. Only the first one is the coordinating conjunction. Only the coordinating conjunctions will form the compound sentences. Okay, now let's move on to the next questions. So 81 to 83, read the following passage. Okay, here is given some passage for you to read and understand that, and after that you have to answer the questions given here, there under. Okay, here choose the correct answers to the questions 81 to 83 given after that. Okay, here what is the passage? Please let me read this passage for you. It's a very small passage and very interesting passage also. First of all, you try to understand the meaning of this. Automatically you can solve the questions very easily, right? What needs to be set right in our approach to work? Okay, we must set right our approach, our way, our attitude towards work. Okay, that's very important. Okay, it's a common sight in our country of employees reporting for duty on time, at the same time doing little work. See, this second point is that, see, in our country what is happening, the employees go to the offices on time. Okay, no problem about that. They reach the offices on time, but they don't do any work. Here you see that, for duty on time, they go to the offices on time. Okay, but at the same time doing little work. Little work means no work at all. It's a negative point. Little, a little, the little. On this, I have made a video. Please try to watch it. Little, negative meaning it conveys. Okay, little work means no work at all. They attend the offices, but they don't do any kind of work, right? If an assessment is made of time they spent in gossiping, drinking tea, eating pan, and smoking cigarettes, how do they waste their precious time in the office hours? Means, in gossiping, in chit chatting. Gossiping means talking all waste things, that's called chit chatting. Okay, drinking tea, they go to a restaurant, or they go to a canteen, and they waste their time in drinking tea. Eating pan, they chew pan and spit everywhere. And smoking cigarette, they also smoke cigarette. So in this way they waste, they are wasting all the office hours. Okay, right. It will be shocking to know that the time devoted to actual work is negligible, and to the actual work they are devoting only a little time. Only a little time means not at all mentionable time. It's very negligible. The problem is the standard which the leadership administration sets for the staff. The problem is standard which the leadership in administration sets for the staff. So the government is not setting the standard in the administration. Standard of administration that is not being set or fixed. Okay, forget the ministers because they mix politics with administration. So about the forget the ministers. Ministers are there. What do? They mix politics with administration, and they make a big mess of the things, right? What to do? What do top bureaucrats do? What do the below down officials do? What do the high officials, IAS, IPS will do? And what do the below down officials, means lower class officials, do? Right. The administration setup remains weak. Weak means, of course, this is a typographical mistake. I have written it as it is from your question paper. Remains weak. This should be the week, not this week. This is a 7 days a week. Okay, week. This is week. Right. So our administration setup is very weak, and mainly because the employees do not have the right example to follow. They are more concerned about being in the good looks of the bosses than doing work. So they don't devote their time to the work. They are not committed to their work. They don't do the work properly. Simply, they always try to be in the good looks and good books of the senior officials or higher officials, because for their vested interest's sake. Okay, they always they always try to please the higher officials. They don't do their work, but they simply please the higher official. Sir, you are great, sir, like this. So they keep on praising the higher officials only to keep themselves in their good looks and good books. So this is all about the passage. And now let's solve the questions. 81. According to the writer, the employees in our country are, how are the employees in our country? Okay, here you pay attention. Punctual but not duty conscious. This is the very first one is the right one. They are punctual to the duty, but they are not duty conscious, duty minded. Okay, not punctual, but this is not the right one. Dedicated to their job only, no. Not qualified, no. Second one, third one are wrong. Only the first one is the right one. And you go to the next question. According to the writer, the administration in India is, how is the administration? Let us see the options. By and large, ineffective. No, that is not effective. Administration in India is not effective. Very strict and firm. No, this is not strict and firm. Affected by red tape. No, red tape is a means, what's it, dragging the work, okay, to the fullest extent, and delaying the work. That's called red tapeism. Sending this file to higher official, then the higher official will send it back to the lower official. Again, he will write something and send it to the higher official. Higher official will write some remarks and send it back to the lower official. So in this way, they drag the work and they make it very lengthy, and they will keep on that work doing for so many days. So that's called red tapeism, right? More or less ineffective. So this fourth one is the right one. All the first three are wrong, and more or less ineffective. More or less means almost ineffective, almost useless. Our administration is useless. That's why the progress of this country is where it was. It is where it was. It is not, the country is not prospering. So it's not like, it's because of these employees and all that. And now let's move on to the next question. 83rd question. The word assessment means, what is the meaning of this? Inquiry, no. Report, no. Evaluation, okay. Summary, no. So assessment means evaluation. You evaluate the work of somebody. The assessment of the work done. The assessment of the project work done by the students. Assessment. So at the end of the examination, at the end of this, and at the end of the course, the assessment will be done. The summative assessment. Okay. Assessment means you assess the work done by the students. So assessment means evaluation, right? And here you go to the next one. A letter to a district collector should be written. Okay, how should it be written? In a courteous style. Yes, it's the right one. You must courteous means polite way. Courteous means polite way. In a polite style you must write, not as you please, because he is the collector of the district. So in an intimate style, intimate means friendly style, no. Conversational style, no. Colloquial means just like a friend, like your friend. No, these three are wrong. Only the first one is the right one. And now let's move on to the next questions. 85th one, grammar translation method does not. Grammar translation, you translate. I am going to Hyderabad. In Hyderabad ki veltu unnan. It's a grammar translation method. You are translating that grammar directly into your mother tongue. So that's grammar translation method. Does not give importance to grammar, no. Encourage learning through mother tongue, no. Help, does not help learn English grammar, no. Does not, grammar translation method does not enhance the learner's communicative skills immediate. This grammar translation method does not enhance or increase the learner's communicative skills. So that is the right one. And you go to the 86th one, the dictionary that can be used at the primary level. At the primary level means at the lower level of the students. Okay, matriculation level, or you can say primary level. So what is that dictionary meant for the primary level students means? Thesaurus. No, thesaurus means it's a book dealing with words and their synonyms and antonyms. So it's a very big book. It's not meant for the primary level students. Advanced learners dictionary. Advanced itself, this word itself says it is not meant for the primary level students, right? Okay, a picture dictionary. This is very important. There must be some pictures. And dictionary must be in a pictorial dictionary. Okay, a picture dictionary or pictorial dictionary. Okay, this is very important. And a dictionary of phonetics. No, phonetics. So phonetics are not phonetic dictionary is not useful for them at that level, at that lower level or primary level. So here picture dictionary is only useful for the students at their primary level. Now let's move on to the next questions. 87th one, the following is not true regarding English. What is not true? It is the language of travel and tourism. Is it not true? Yes, it's right. English is a language of travel. That means it can be used in the travel. You can travel all around the world. So it comes to your help. Okay, tourism, travel and tourism. Okay, it is the national language of India. No, it is a major language of media and publication. Yes, it is a major language of education. Yes. So these 3, 1, 3, 4 are the right one. Only the second one is not true. English is the national language of India. It is not true. So this second one is only your answer, right? You go to the next question. The following was the chief behavioral psychologist. So the following was the chief behavioral psychologist. So psychology, behavioral psychology means what? It is a kind of theory, no, that says that human behavior is shaped mostly by the environment. If you live in a peaceful and very good environment, your mind will be shaped in that way. If you live in a bad locality or violent and rough and tough locality, your behavior will also be shaped in that way. So behavioral psychology is a kind of theory. Okay, and who are the chief behavioral psychologists means what? John Watson and B.R. Skinner. B.R. Skinner is there, and Watson. These Noam Chomsky and Kafka. No, it's not. So second, third are not right. 1 and 4. So B.R. Skinner and Watson. These are the most famous proponents of this theory, of this behavioral psychology. Okay, behaviorism. Okay, like that. Okay, these two are answer 1 and 2. Sir, 1 and 4. And now you go to the last round of questions. 89th one, the following is not a method to teach reading. How to teach the students reading? What? By syllabic method, you teach them reading. Syllabic method, syllable. Okay, for example, accommodation is ak, com, mo, de, shan. Syllable, ak, ac, ak, com, mo, de, shan. So this is a syllabic method. Phonic method is also there. Full accommodation. For example, English is there. Yes, ing. This is phonetic method. English. Speed. Okay, or it's a U is there. Yeah, this is it's a phonetic symbol U. Yeah, and U. U is written in that way. It's a phonic method. Alphabetic method is also like that, Sir, ak, ac, ak, com, com, mo, mo, da, day, ti, shan. So, alphabet. So, these three are meant for teaching the children reading English. But the selection method is not the right one. So, right one. He is asking what is the not method is. That selection method is not the right one. So, first one is going to be wrong answer. And the last question, the overall plan for orderly presentation of language material is known as plan, orderly presentation of language. An approach, okay, no. A method, okay. A technique, no. A game, no. Only a method. Overall plan for orderly presentation of language. Orderly means in a systematic the systematic presentation of language material is called a method. So the second one is your answer. So with this video comes to an end. Dear TET candidates, thank you so much for watching this video. If you find any difficulty in understanding this video, please mention it in the comment section. At the same time, I also request all of you to mention whether you require more videos of this sort, because I am going to upload many more videos in the days to come. After on every alternate day, I would like to upload a video. So please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends and like it. So you please encourage me. Your encouragement will help upload more videos for your benefit or for your advantage. Thank you so much once again. With another beautiful video, I'll be back to you. Until then, bye. See you all of you.